Hello my dear students, in this lecture we will see one previous year GATE numerical. This question was asked in GATE 2007 for 4 marks. This was asked in GATE 2007 for 4 marks because there are two questions. This is a common data question. Now the question is, a machine frame shown below is subjected to horizontal force 600 Newton parallel to z axis. See here, horizontal force 600 Newton is shown, which is parallel to the z axis, right? Now x axis, y axis and z axis are given. Now the question number 1 is, the normal and shear stresses in MPa at point P are respectively. See, point P is given at this fixed end, right? Here, over here you can see this is a point P. Now the normal and shear stresses at point P we have to calculate. Again, maximum principal stress in MPa and its orientation in degree are respectively. Means here our target is to find the state of stress at point P and major principal stress and its direction. This is the question, right? Now note down this question. Here I am erasing the question. I am only keeping the diagram and I am erasing the question, right? Therefore note down question. We will find the answer for this question. Let us say here I am considering point P as well as point A, and let us say here point C. Here I have given the point names, point A, point B and point P, point A and point C. Now if I look at element AP, let us say only look at element AP, let us say this is the element, this is the element, right? Now AP, this is the element. Here at this is the y-axis, y-axis vertically is the y-axis, right? And point A is top of the AP element and this is a P point. Here there is a P point. Now if I want to transfer this 600 Newton load, see, can you imagine this 600 Newton load is creating a moment on AP link in anti-clockwise direction, right? Now put this moment created by this 600 Newton here. Any force we can transfer at any location. Therefore this 600 Newton, if I want to put this 600 Newton from C at A, then I can put directly as 600 Newton. But along with this force, whatever may be the moment created at A, this also we have to transfer. Therefore there will be a moment created, which is nothing but this moment, that 600 into 500, this distance 500, this moment 600 into 500 is acting as a twisting moment or not. This 600 Newton force is trying to rotate link AP. Therefore this moment is acting as a twisting moment of magnitude 600 into 500 Newton mm. This is a twisting moment, right? And point P is located here. The point P is also given in the diagram. Now can you imagine, in this question the torque is given 600 into 500 Newton mm, and the 600 Newton force at location A, 600 Newton force at location A is trying to bend the beam, right, in backward direction, right? There, and due to this bending, it is bending in backward direction. Try to imagine, due to this bending, there is a bending moment, of magnitude this 600 into distance 300, 300 mm is the distance into 300 Newton mm. This is a bending moment on the element. Therefore can I say at point P there is a twisting moment of constant magnitude 600 into 500 Newton mm, and at point P there is a bending moment of magnitude 600 into 300 Newton mm. Therefore the element is subjected to combined bending and twisting moment. This element is subjected to, the element at P is subjected to combined bending and twisting moment, right? Therefore number one, if I want to show element at P, let us say this is a P element, due to bending moment, can you imagine the y-axis is going to bend? Due to bending moment, y-axis is going to bend. Therefore there will be a bending stress along y-axis, sigma B. And due to twisting moment, there is a torsional shear stress. And if I consider element over here, see, if I consider element, see, torque will go like this, Therefore, for this element, if I see torsional moment or torsional shear stress, this is the torsional shear stress on this element. This is how torsional shear stress will look like tau, right? Therefore, here the component is subjected to combined bending and twisting moment, and sigma b is bending stress due to bending moment m, right? And tau is torsional shear stress. Tau is torsional shear stress due to twisting moment T or torque T. Torsional stress, that is torsional shear stress due to torque T. Now, how to find this torsional shear stress? This is the first question. Now, see here. What is this? The first question is to find stresses at point P. So, we will solve for first question. The normal and shear stress in MPa at point P are. See, at point P, the normal stress sigma x along x direction 0, along y direction sigma y, which is nothing but sigma b, and the formula for sigma b is 32 m upon pi d cube. 32 m upon pi d cube. Now in question, do one correction. The diagram the diameter is given 30 mm. That I forgot to mention. It is a given data, right? Therefore consider diameter is 30 mm, right? And therefore sigma y is equal to sigma b is equal to 32 m is nothing but bending moment is 600 into 300 divided by pi into 30 cube. And if you find this sigma y value, you will find answer as sigma y is equal to sigma b is equal to 67.9 MPa. This is the normal stress at point P, right? As well as if I want to find torsional shear stress, which is nothing but tau xy, the formula for torsional shear stress is 16T upon pi d cube. Now put the values. Therefore, torsional shear stress, which is nothing but tau xy for the question, is equal to 16 into 600 into 500 divided by pi into 30 cube. And if I find answer for this, you will find that the answer is 56.6 MPa, right? Therefore, for first question, the normal and shear stress in MPa at point P are, option A is correct. For first question, option A is correct. Look at the options, right? Now we will go for second question. Now we will solve for second question, right? Therefore, the state of stress we can mention as, the state of stress here is sigma x is equal to 0, sigma y is equal to 67.9, and tau xy is equal to 56.6 in MPa, right? Now the second question is maximum principal stress, which is nothing but sigma 1 is equal to sigma x plus sigma y by 2 plus or minus under root of sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square plus tau xy square plus tau xy square. Therefore, put the value sigma 1 is equal to 0 plus 67.9 divided by 2 plus or minus. Here minus is for minimum principal stress and plus is for maximum principal stress. Therefore, here we have to put only plus, because our target is to find major principal stress. Under root of sigma x is 0 minus 67.9 divided by 2 whole square plus 56.6 whole square, right? And if you find answer, put all the values. If you find answer of sigma 1, you will find that it is 100 MPa. It is 100 MPa. But along with sigma 1, now look at the options for question number 2. The option B as well as option D. Option B as well as option D having sigma 1 is equal to 100 MPa. Therefore, from B or D, there is a correct choice. But we have to find the orientation of this. So, go for correct answer. Now, the orientation of principal stress for this formula is tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tau xy divided by sigma x minus sigma y. Therefore, put the values. Therefore, 2 tau divided by sigma x is 0 minus sigma b. Therefore, tan 2 theta is equal to 2 into 56.6 divided by 0 minus 67.9, right? And if you solve for theta from this equation, if you solve for theta, you will find that you will get theta value as minus 29.52. Theta value as minus 29.52. But my dear students, this is not the answer. Again, this is not the answer. We have to check first whether at this theta value the sigma 1 is 100 MPa or not. We have to check this, right? Therefore, for checking this, at any inclined plane, the formula for sigma theta is normal stress on any inclined plane at angle theta is sigma x plus sigma y by 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y by 2 cos 2 theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta. Now, if I put theta is equal to minus 29.52, if I put theta is equal to minus 29.52, then check. Therefore, sigma theta becomes 0 plus 67.9 divided by 2 plus 0 minus 67.9 divided by 2 cos 2 into, put the values here, put all the values. Now whatever the values given, put these values, right? Therefore theta is minus 29.52 plus tau xy is 56.6 sine 2 into minus 29.52. Now if I find sigma theta from this formula, then you will find that the answer will be sigma theta is equal to minus 32.1 MPa, and this is not sigma max, this is not equal to sigma max, right? Means it must be sigma minimum, it must be sigma minimum. Therefore, but they are asking what is the plane of sigma maximum. Therefore, this theta is equal to minus 29.52 is a angle of minor principal plane, minor principal plane, and major principal plane will be perpendicular to minor principal plane. Therefore theta plus 90 degree, which is nothing but 60.48 degree, is a angle of major principal plane, major principal plane on which sigma maximum is acting, on which maximum normal stress is acting, right? This we have to check, this we have to check. Therefore answer for this question is option D, sorry, option B is correct choice. Here for this question option B is correct choice, that is sigma max is equal to, sigma max is equal to 100 MPa and orientation at theta is equal to 60.48 degree. This is the correct choice. Thank you dear students. In next lecture we will see one more numerical on principal stresses topic.